Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Catalina Roseberry, Student Council Representative. On behalf of the graduating class, I'd like to welcome all of you, family, friends, teachers, and staff to this special day. Today is more than just a ceremony. It is a celebration of years of hard work, growth, and memories we've created together. We've faced challenges, learned lessons, and built friendships that will stay with us long after we leave these halls. As we stand on the edge of a new beginning, let's take a moment to be proud of how far we've come and excited for what lies ahead. I would also like to take the time to thank the Northmor staff for helping us reach this moment. Also, to parents, guardians, and other guests in attendance today, thank you for the love and support you have given us along this journey. Thank you so much for being here to share this moment with us. I'm truly happy to welcome you to the class of 2025.
Great job.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, justice.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Mr. Gortz, the seniors, the staff, the faculty, and the Board of Education, I want to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the Northmor High School class of 2025. I would like to begin today's ceremony by introducing some people who have had a role in the education of these seniors. First, members of the Northmor Board of Education. President Tim Macho. Vice President, Mr. Carlisle Smith, and board members, Mrs. Carolyn Beal, Mrs. Lisa Kramer, and Mrs. Kathy Miller. Let's give them a round of applause. I would also like to introduce the senior class advisor, as her role is instrumental in organizing several events for our seniors, including graduation, Mrs. Lisa Kenny. On behalf of the Board of Education and Administration, I'd like to offer Mrs. Ketty a nice book of flowers here for all her hard work and efforts. Thank you, Mrs. Ketty. Most significant to the senior class, most significant for these seniors are their parents and guardians. If you're a parent or guardian in the audience that has a senior up in front of you, us today, would you please stand at this time if you're a parent or guardian of one of our graduates? Seniors, let's recognize our parents and guardians. Thank you. Second only to the parents and the contribution of these seniors' academic growth is the faculty and staff. Members of the faculty and staff, would you please stand at this time and allow us to recognize you? So I see a number of our staff members in the front here. Go ahead and stand up. And I know we've got others out in the audience. If you work for the school district, would you please stand at this time? Thank you. Give a round of applause. Today I want to honor our members of the audience who have served in the military. The effort of our military reminds us of the pride we share in those people who have provided service to our country. The tradition at the Northmor graduation ceremony is that we recognize those people in attendance who have served our country in the armed forces. I ask that you, any veterans who are in the audience this afternoon, to please rise from your chair or your bleacher seat and allow us to express our appreciation for all that you do and so many others have given to this great country. So if you're a veteran, go ahead and stand at this time. Let's give these folks a round of applause. Thank you for what you've done. And now, I want to point out that the graduating class of 2025 has 7 members of the graduates before you who have committed to serving their country in the years ahead. Before I recognize these individuals, I ask you hold your applause until all 7 students are recognized. Jackson Winger, will you please stand at this time? Jackson is enlisted in the Air National Guard. Abigail Evans. Abigail has enlisted in the Army Reserves. Alex Swatterson. Alex has enlisted in the Army National Guard. Katie Statler. And 8% of this graduating class going on to the armed forces, which is pretty special. Let's give them one more round of applause. Our graduation ceremony has the primary purpose of highlighting academic honors. However, I do want to make mention of some very special athletic accomplishments within the senior class. The definition of the special in this particular case is that a senior must qualify, be a member of a state team or place at the state level of competition, or receive all state recognition or be on a record-breaking team while in high school. Before I call the names of these student athletes, I ask you please hold your applause until all individuals are standing, as I am very proud to announce it's a very extensive list of 25 student athletes I'm going to recognize. Our student athletes that we want to recognize today are standouts in their respective sports as mentioned. Nicholas Armros. Nicholas Armros was a member of the 21, 22, and the 2024 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. Cohen was second team All-Ohio in football in 2024. He was a 3-time All-Ohio wrestler, finishing 7th, 6th, and 4th place in the state. He was a member of the 4x400 meter relay team that finished 3rd in the state in 2023. He placed 5th in the state in the long jump in 2024. And in track in 2025, the state track meet is next week. He is qualified for the state meet 4 events: long jump, the 400 meter relay dash, the 400 meter dash, and the 4x100 meter relay, and 4x400 meter relay. He was a member of the track 2025 regional championship team, and he's had the most athletic Hall of Fame inductions in Northmor history. Quite a mouthful, done an awful lot there. So, Parker Benner. Parker Benner was a member of the 21, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams, and he was also a member of the 24 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. AJ Bauer. AJ was a member of the 2021, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams. He was also a member of the 24 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. AJ was honorable mention All-Ohio in football in 2022. He was second team All-Ohio in football in 2000. Cam was a member of the 2021, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams, and he was also a member of the 24 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. Parker Harbolt. Parker Harbolt was a member of the 2021, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams. He was also a member of the 2024 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. Mackenzie Hobson. Mackenzie was a state qualifier in bowling in 2022. Natalie Hunter. Natalie was a state qualifier in pole vault in 2023. Natalie qualified for the 2005 state track meet and pole vault, and as a member of the 4x4 meter relay team and the 4x800 meter relay team that's still yet to compete next weekend. Vance Johnson was a member of the 2021, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams, was also a member of the 2024 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. Isaac Kincaid. Isaac was a member of the 2021 and 22 state football playoff teams. Bo Landon. Bo was a member of the 2021, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams, and was also a member of the 2024 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. Bo was also a member of the 4x400 meter relay team that finished third in the state in 2023. Ryan Lowry. Ryan was a member of the 2021 and 22 and 23 state football playoff teams and was a member of the 2024 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. Kate Miracle. Kate was a state qualifier in pole vault 2024. Kate was also a member of the 2005 track regional championship team. William Naylor. Will was a member of the 2021, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams, and was also a member of the 2024 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. Cole Perkins. Cole was a member of the 2021 state football playoff team. Blake Schwartz. Blake was a member of the 2021, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams. Will Sears. Will was a member of the 2021, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams, and was also a member of the 24 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. AJ Koff Jr. AJ was a member of the 2021, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams, and was also a member of the 2024 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. Jackson Winger. Jackson Winger was a member of the 21, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams, and was also a member of the 24 state playoff football team that won a regional championship. Jax was second team All-Ohio in football in 2023 and 24, and he was special mention All-Ohio in basketball in 2025. Aiden Yater. Aiden was a member of the 2021, 22, and 23 state football playoff teams. He was also a member of the 2024 state football playoff team that won a regional championship. Now, our last member that we're recognizing this afternoon, I should say, Owen Yunker. Owen was a member of the 4x400 meter relay team that qualified for the 2025 state track meet. He was also a member of the 2025 track regional championship team. Ladies and gentlemen, Northmor's newest state participants, state placers, and all-Ohio athletes are those that have competed on record-breaking teams. As you can see by the seniors standing before you, this senior class has left quite an impact on this school district. Let's give them a round of applause. Seniors, on behalf of the Board of Education, staff, the faculty, and the Northmor School District,
Northmor has a long-standing tradition of honoring the highest achieving students in each class by allowing them to address their classmates at graduation. These students have earned this privilege through all their hard work and dedication over the last 13 years. The valedictorian is a student that has earned the highest GPA in their class. And this year, we have 5 students that have earned a perfect GPA of 4.0. Cohen Becker, one of the most decorated athletes to ever come through Northmor, earning numerous All-Ohio awards and state berths, and hopefully that elusive state championship next week. He has also been a standout in the classroom. Among his many academic achievements, he has been a member of the National Honor Society and a Governor's Merit Scholarship winner. Audrey DeWalt has spent her time at Northmor as a quiet role model for all of our students. She's achieved great success in the classroom, earning numerous awards through Pioneer and state competitions. She's also earned an honors diploma. Elizabeth Earlston has spent 4 years as a great leader at Northmor. She has 3 varsity letters in track and 4 in volleyball. She's been a K-Max Scholar athlete. Lizzie has been the National Honor Society treasurer and the senior class treasurer. She has also been a member of the Youth Safety Council for 4 years. Elizabeth also earned the Governor's Merit Scholarship. William Naylor was always ready and willing to help with anything it needed at Northmor. He was a 2-year letter winner in football and a multiple-time placer in Skills USA competitions. Will earned the Governor's Merit Scholarship, and he was a nominee for the prestigious Byron Carmine Award at Pioneer. Maya Trainer. Maya was involved in pretty much every activity offered at Northmor. She earned 3 varsity letters in football. She was a 3-year officer in FFA, a 4-year FFA chapter scholar, and she earned numerous high placings at FFA state competitions. She was a member of the Student Council, Lead Team, Youth Safety Council, and National Honor Society. She earned numerous scholarships, including the Governor's Merit Scholarship and the Ohio State Trustees Scholarship. These students have worked very hard academically throughout their high school careers. Each of them also has a great humbleness to them, as I know that each has done much more than just these honors presented. It is my honor to introduce the valedictorians for the Northmor class of 2025, Cohen Becker, Audrey DeWalt, Elizabeth Earlston, William Naylor, and Maya Trainer.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to be one of the few valedictorians this year. Before I begin, I'd like to thank some very special people real quick. I'd like to thank the school board and all Northmor staff for everything they do behind the scenes to keep everything running smoothly. I would like to thank Miss Ketty for all the work she puts into planning all senior activities each year. And finally, I would like to thank my family for their support and sacrifices to get me to where I am today. For the last 13 years, everyone graduating here today had a similar morning. Waking up, getting ready, and going to school. Well, today marks the end of that. After today, our mornings will be very different and unique to each of us. Some of us will be starting college or at trade school, some will be starting work, some will be enlisting in the military, or something else entirely. No matter what the next step is, even for some of us that don't know, one thing is for sure, it's time to move forward. No more dredging the future, because it's here. The next step may be exciting or terrifying, but now it's time to take it. Take the step forward so that you can be the best version of you that you could ever be. Not just for your friends and family, but for yourself. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make decisions your family wants you to make. That would be silly. What I'm saying is, this is your life. You have to live it for you, because no one else will. So class of 2025, I encourage you to take that step forward, chase your dreams, and have that ambition. And most importantly, live for yourself. Thank you all for your time and effort and hard work. Congratulations, we finally finished.